Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another hardware related video. So the Nvidia supercards launched yesterday and we got a look at the RTX 2060 Super and the 2070 Super. So here I am at the India site of Nvidia and the 2060 Super is for 34,890, so up 35, and the 2070 Super is 43,600, so about 43 and a half. Prices have gone up considerably in the last 2-3 years for the 60 and the 70 series. Back in 2016 I was in the market for a 960 because that's the car I wanted. I looked at some reviews and decided to get the R9 380 because it was the same price but it was slightly better in terms of performance. The 970 back then, the 3.5 GB card, that was one of the most popular cards back then, and that was for 26,000. So the 70 card 3 years ago was 26. Now the 70 card here is almost 44. It's a big increase. And the 2060 is the 60 card was 20 and now it's almost 35. So that's a huge increase in price. But like I said yesterday, with the Vega cards now dropping in price, the Vega 56, as I showed yesterday, was 23, and the Vega 64 was 27. So those are much closer to that 2016 price that I just mentioned, and they are a significant upgrade. So question is, if I can get the Vega 56 for 23, and I checked Hardware Unboxed review and he had a chart where he basically said the 2060 Super was about, I think, 8 or 10% better than the Vega 56. However, the price is a lot more. It's more than 50% actually. So yeah, so would I buy this over the Vega? Probably not if I was in the market. But the good thing is the 2060 should drop now as well, and 2070 will drop as well with the Navi cards coming out. So we're finally seeing some competition in a certain price range, and one of these cards will have to drop. The Navi cards or the super cards or the old cards. Even if we have any old stock of the 1080s or the 1070 Ti's, we might see price drop. So at least we have a bit of saturation in the market. So in a few days we'll have the 5700 and the 5700 XT, and also there is the 50th anniversary edition, but that's a rare thing. It wouldn't be commonly available, but at least there is that. So the 2070 seems to have more competition, and interestingly, the cards, the Founders Edition cards, Nvidia is charging a bit more for the 2060 Super. The 2060 base one was $350 and this one is $400. The 2070 was $500 and this is also $500, the Super version. So they haven't increased the price on the 2070, but they have gone up a bit on the 2060. The Navi 5700 is $379. So yeah, currently it seems the Vega cards are now the best value, which is a strange thing to say because most of their life that was their main problem. They were too expensive. But at least, yeah, we have so much stuff now in the similar price bracket that we might see a few of them, especially the older Pascal cards and the Vega cards dropping. So if you look at the 2070, this part, the $500 segment, we have the 2070, the 5700 XT, the 5700 XT 50th anniversary edition, the RTX 2070 Super, 1080, 1070 Ti, Vega 64. So all of these are in around that price region. Vega 64, as I said, have already dropped their prices. We might see drops on the other cards as well if there are any in stock of the 1080 or the 1070 Ti. So at least if you are a budget conscious customer like me, who's always looking for deals and the best bang for your buck, those older cards, especially if you can get them brand new, yeah, they look promising. So yeah, I'm happy we are getting more options. See, we just have two graphics cards manufacturers and they are overcharging us. But even then, once you start seeing new cars and new products, we start to get some deals, let's say. And also them not going over 500 also tells me that 500 is the limit that people are willing to spend for enthusiast level cards. Of course, there are the expensive ones, the 2080, the Radeon 7, the 2080 Ti's, but those are for like the very small number of people that buy them. I think it's less than 1% for even like stuff like 2080 Ti's according to the Steam survey. So yeah, those are really expensive, but most people would probably think at 500 is the limit. If not, they might go to consoles. I mean, I would. I was considering that seriously until not too long ago. I decided to buy the RX 570. But yeah, if I hadn't bought that, I would have picked up the Vega 56, even maybe the Vega 64. Of course, I have power issues here in my area at the moment without power as well. But yeah, if I was anywhere else, I would be picking up some bargains. And we don't really have a second-hand market either. Otherwise, that comes into play as well. Could get some really good cars for really cheap. So yeah, I'm happy. These are nothing particularly great, slightly more powerful than the base cards, and they're just there to sort of keep Navi cards in check. And that's good. I'm happy. We are getting some competition finally. So yeah, this price segment looks good. And we'll see what else we can get. And I don't know if there'll be, I don't think there'll be any super editions for like the lower end cards. And we'll have to see if there are cheaper Navis or more expensive Navis, like higher 5900, 5800, or maybe 5600, something like that. So yeah, overall, I'm okay. I'm happy with this. We see a new refresh, new cards, new stock. Hopefully, in a few months' time, we might start seeing some sales. I've already noticed a price drop for the 2060s on retailers. Some of them are under 30,000 now, which was quite rare when they launched. Like 33, 32, 33 was about as low as I could find any. So yeah, they are dropping. But for me, a 2060 type card, I would like to spend closer to 20,000, maybe 22 or so. And a 2070 card, okay, 26, 27 would be ideal, but 30 I can sort of understand. But more than that, more than 35, it's just too much in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, it's good. I like it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.